You just finished cooking dinner, you rinse the pan, and everything disappears down the drain. No big deal, right? Wrong. Some of the stuff going down that drain is silently wrecking your pipes and could cost you thousands. After over 25 years working on plumbing systems, I am walking you through 10 of the worst things you should never pour down your drain. Stick around because number 7 is one almost every homeowner gets wrong. And the bonus tip at the end could save your pipes for good. The first and single worst thing you can pour down your drain is cooking oil, grease, and fat. This is the number 1 cause of residential drain blockages in the United States, and it is not even close. Here is what happens. You pour hot grease down the sink, and it flows right through like water. Feels harmless. But as soon as that grease cools down inside your pipes, it solidifies. It coats the inside walls of your drain line and starts building up layer after layer, kind of like plaque, inside an artery. Over time, that buildup narrows the pipe until water can barely get through. And it gets worse. That grease layer acts like flypaper for every other bit of food waste that comes through. Coffee grounds, rice, small scraps, they all stick to it and form a rock-hard blockage that you cannot break up with hot water alone. The fix at that point is a professional drain cleaning or even digging up your sewer line. And that can run you anywhere from a few hundred to a few $1,000s depending on the damage. The right move is simple. Let your grease cool in the pan, wipe it out with a paper towel, and toss it in the trash. For larger amounts of cooking oil, pour it into an old container, seal it up, and throw it away. Some cities even have recycling programs for used cooking oil. Either way, keep it out of your drain. The second thing you should never send down your drain is coffee grounds. This one catches a lot of people off guard because coffee grounds look so fine and harmless when you rinse them out of a filter or a French press. But here is the truth. Coffee grounds do not dissolve in water, not even a little. What they actually do is clump together into a dense, wet sand-like sediment that settles right into the bottom of your pipes. Over time, that sediment packs down and creates a stubborn blockage that is surprisingly hard to clear. Plumbers consistently rank coffee grounds as one of the top reasons they get called out for kitchen drain clogs. And if you already have a thin layer of grease built up in there, which most kitchen drains do, those grounds stick to it like cement. Now you have got a compound clog that hot water and a plunger are not going to fix. A professional drain clearing for something like this typically runs $50 to $200, and that is money you did not need to spend. The smarter play is to dump your used grounds into the trash, or better yet, toss them in your garden compost. Coffee grounds are fantastic for composting. They add nitrogen to the soil, and plants love them. Just keep them far away from your sink drain. The third thing that should never go down your drain is paint and paint thinner. This one is especially important for the DIY crowd, because after a long day of painting a room or refinishing a piece of furniture, it is tempting to just rinse your brushes and rollers right in the sink. But that is a serious mistake on 2 levels. First, paint and solvents do not just wash away cleanly. Latex paint can coat the inside of your pipes and build up over time, narrowing the flow just like grease does. Oil-based paints and thinners are even worse because they contain chemicals that can corrode certain pipe materials, especially older cast iron or galvanized steel. Second, and this is the part a lot of folks do not realize, pouring paint down the drain is actually illegal in most jurisdictions. It violates EPA regulations because those chemicals end up in the water treatment system, and municipal plants are not designed to filter them out. Fines for improper disposal can be steep, and in some areas, repeated violations can lead to even bigger penalties. The correct way to handle it is to wipe excess paint off your tools with a rag or paper towel first. For latex paint, you can rinse brushes in a bucket of water, let the solid settle, Then dispose of the water properly. For oil-based products, use the appropriate solvent in a container, seal it, and take it to your local hazardous waste facility. Most towns have a drop-off location or a scheduled collection day. If this is helping you out, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It helps get this video in front of more people who could use the info. All right, let's keep going. The fourth thing on this list that people overlook is flour. This one sounds almost ridiculous until you think about what flour actually does when it meets water. It forms a paste. That is the entire basis of baking. Flour and water combine to create a sticky, glue-like substance, and that exact same reaction happens inside your pipes when you rinse a mixing bowl or wash flour off a baking sheet without scraping it first. That paste clings to the walls of your drain and hardens as it dries. What makes flour especially tricky is that it does not just cause problems on its own. It acts like a binding agent for everything else that comes through. Small food scraps, grease residue, coffee grounds, they all get trapped in that sticky layer and accelerate the clog. Most people never even consider flour as a threat because it seems so fine and powdery. But once water hits it, the chemistry changes fast. A service call to clear a flour-related clog typically costs $50 to $150, and it is completely avoidable. Before you wash any bowl, sheet, or surface that has flour on it, take 10 seconds to scrape or wipe the dry flour into the trash. That small habit keeps it out of your pipes, entirely. If you do a lot of baking, this one tip alone will save you a headache down the road. The fifth item on this list is one that affects more than just your pipes, and that is medication and pharmaceuticals. A lot of people have a habit of flushing expired pills down the toilet or pouring liquid medicine straight into the sink. It seems logical. You figure the water will dilute it and it will just disappear. But medications do not break down in water the way you might expect. Those chemical compounds pass through your pipes, through the sewer system, and into the water treatment facility. Here is the problem. Municipal water treatment plants are designed to remove bacteria and common contaminants. They are not equipped to filter out pharmaceutical compounds. That means traces of antibiotics, hormones, painkillers, and other drugs end up in the water supply. Studies have found measurable levels of pharmaceuticals in rivers, lakes, and even treated drinking water in multiple regions across the country. The environmental impact is real. Aquatic life is especially vulnerable, with research showing hormonal disruption in fish populations exposed to these compounds. The right way to dispose of expired or unused medication is through a drug take-back program. Most pharmacies and law enforcement offices have collection bins specifically for this. The DEA also holds national take-back events twice a year. If none of those options are available, the FDA recommends mixing pills with coffee grounds or cat litter in a sealed bag and putting it in the household trash. Whatever you do, keep it out of the drain. Number 6 on the list is one that surprises a lot of people, and that is dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cream. Your first instinct might be that liquids are always fine to pour down the drain. Milk is a liquid, so what could go wrong? Well, dairy will not clog your pipes the way grease or flour does, but it creates a completely different kind of problem. When large amounts of dairy enter the sewer system and eventually reach natural waterways, the decomposition process demands a massive amount of oxygen. That oxygen gets pulled from the surrounding water, and when oxygen levels drop, fish and other aquatic organisms suffocate. This is called biochemical oxygen demand, and milk has one of the highest rates of any common household substance. In the United Kingdom, businesses are actually fined for dumping dairy into the sewer system because of the environmental damage it causes. While enforcement in the United States is not quite as strict at the household level, the impact is the same. If you have a small amount of milk that has gone bad, pouring a splash down the drain is not going to cause a crisis. But if you are dumping an entire gallon of spoiled milk or cleaning out expired yogurt containers regularly, that adds up. A better approach is to use spoiled dairy and compost if you have a system that handles it, or simply bag it up and send it out with the trash. For larger quantities, check with your local waste management for disposal guidelines. The seventh thing on this list is one that is going to surprise you, because it is something people use specifically to fix their drains, and that is chemical drain cleaners. The irony here is hard to miss. You buy a bottle of drain cleaner to solve a slow drain, and over time, that same product destroys your pipes from the inside out. Most commercial chemical drain cleaners use extremely caustic ingredients like sodium hydroxide or sulfuric acid. These chemicals generate intense heat inside the pipe to dissolve the clog. And yes, they can work in the short term. But that heat and chemical reaction also eat away at your pipe walls. If you have older cast iron or galvanized pipes, repeated use of chemical cleaners will corrode them and eventually cause leaks or full pipe failure. Even PVC pipes can be weakened by the thermal reaction over time. Plumbers see this constantly. A homeowner uses chemical drain cleaner every few months for a couple of years, and then suddenly they are dealing with a cracked pipe or a joint failure that requires a full section replacement. That repair can cost anywhere from a few hundred to over $1,000. The smarter approach is to use a drain snake or a simple plunger for minor clogs. For stubborn blockages, an enzyme-based cleaner is a much safer alternative. Enzyme cleaners use natural bacteria to break down organic material without damaging your pipes. And for anything serious, call a plumber. A professional drain clearing is far cheaper than replacing a corroded pipe. The eighth thing you should keep away from your drain is hot wax, whether that is candle wax or paraffin. This one trips people up because melted wax behaves just like a liquid when it is hot. You pour it down the drain and it flows right through. But wax cools fast, and once it does, it solidifies into a hard, waxy coating on the inside of your pipes. Unlike grease, which can sometimes be softened with hot water, hardened wax is extremely stubborn. It bonds to pipe walls and does not respond well to typical home remedies. Over time, that wax layer narrows your pipe diameter and traps other debris that passes through. The result is a dense, compacted clog that usually requires professional tools to remove. A plumber will often need to use a mechanical snake or even hydrojetting to break through a serious wax blockage, and that kind of service call typically runs $100 to $300. The easy prevention here is to never pour melted wax down any drain. If you are cleaning out candle jars, let the wax cool and harden completely, then pop it out and toss it in the trash. For larger amounts of wax, you can freeze the container to make the wax brittle and easier to remove. Some crafters even save old wax to remelt and make new candles, which is a great way to reuse it instead of creating a plumbing problem. The ninth item on this list is eggshells, and this is one where a lot of well-meaning advice has led people astray. There is a popular myth floating around that eggshells sharpen garbage disposal blades. That is completely false. Garbage disposals do not even have blades. They use impellers to grind food against a stationary ring, and eggshells do nothing to sharpen them. What actually happens is the shells break into small, gritty fragments that mix with the sticky membrane lining on the inside of the shell. That combination creates a sand-like paste that clings to pipe walls and builds up in your drain over time. It is a slow process, which is why most people do not connect their eggshell habit to the clog that shows up months later. And if your pipes already have grease or other residue in them, those shell fragments embed right into it and make the blockage even harder to clear. A drain call for this kind of buildup runs $50 to $200. The better move is to toss your shells in the trash or add them to a compost bin. Crushed eggshells are excellent for gardens because they add calcium to the soil. You can also use them around the base of plants to deter slugs. They are genuinely useful outside of your drain, so put them to work where they actually help instead of letting them quietly wreck your plumbing. The 10th and final item on this list is rice and pasta, and it is one of the most common mistakes homeowners make without thinking twice. You drain a pot of spaghetti, a few noodles slip down the sink, and you figure the disposal will handle it. But rice and pasta have a property that makes them especially dangerous for your plumbing. They keep absorbing water long after they have been cooked. That means even a small amount sitting inside your pipes continues to expand. Pasta in particular gets soft and sticky as it absorbs more water, forming a thick, gummy mass that clings to everything around it. Rice does the same thing on a smaller scale, swelling up and packing into tight spaces where water flow is already restricted. What starts as a few stray noodles or grains can turn into a full blockage surprisingly fast, especially in older pipes with any existing buildup. The fix is straightforward. Before you drain any pot of rice or pasta, use a strainer to catch every last bit. Scrape your plates into the trash before rinsing them in the sink. It takes 5 extra seconds and saves you a $50 to $150 service call. And here is a detail a lot of people miss. Even if you have a garbage disposal, it does not change the equation. The disposal might grind the pasta or rice into smaller pieces, but those smaller pieces still expand and still clump together once they are inside the pipe. The disposal is not a free pass. Keep starchy foods out of the drain entirely. All right, here is the bonus tip that pros actually use, and most homeowners have never heard of it. Once a month, boil a full pot of water, about 1 gallon, and slowly pour it directly down your kitchen drain. Not a quick dump. A slow, steady pour over about 30 seconds. The boiling water helps soften and flush away any light grease or residue that has started to cling to your pipe walls before it gets a chance to harden and build up. Think of it as a monthly reset for your drain. Now, this only works as a preventive measure on metal pipes. If you have PVC drain lines, use very hot water instead of a full boil, because sustained boiling temperatures can soften PVC joints over time. And to be clear, this will not fix an existing clog. If your drain is already running slow, you need a snake or a professional. But as a regular maintenance habit, a monthly hot water flush keeps your pipes cleaner and reduces the chance of buildup turning into a blockage. It costs you nothing, takes 2 minutes, and plumbers will tell you it is one of the easiest things you can do to extend the life of your kitchen drain. Thanks for watching the whole thing. If you got something out of this, leave a like, subscribe for more, and check out the other videos on the channel.